I just wanted to try that to see how that was like. That was pretty cool. I might work with some videos in the future. All I'm just trying to say is welcome, guys, to Mark Talk. I'm your host, Mark Levy, and I'm so unbelievably excited to be here today. Normally on Mondays, I've been doing AMAs where you can ask me any questions that you want, and I will gladly answer as openly as possible. I'll still answer whatever comes up today as openly as possible. I just wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind because, as you see down there, I'm turning 35 this week. That's scary to me. That's like an adult number, you know? I mean, like mid-30s, like straight up mid-30s. That's kind of crazy to me. But it is what it is. Like, time does fly, and that's how it happens. And I wanted to talk about where my head is at today. It might not be like the funniest episode. It might be a weird one. I don't know. It will be 15 minutes like usual. It'll be 15 to 30 minutes, somewhere like that. But if you like what you see, please tune in. We have things 4 days a week now. Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Might add something on Thursdays. I don't know. I've got all the time in the world right now. That's all I know. It's always at 4 p.m. Tune in. We can have a good time. See how things are. If you like what you're seeing, press that thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. It all helps. Wouldn't mind becoming monetized eventually on this, but that doesn't matter right this present moment. What I'm trying to say is this is free content, and I thank you guys so much, and I thank you for your subscriptions. We're almost at 100 subscriptions, guys. That's a lot. That's great. Okay, so on Thursday, August 20th, I turned 35 years old, which is really, really exciting and terrifying at the exact same moment. It's weird to be that excited and that scared at the same time. It feels weird, especially because the last 5 months I've been locked away in my apartment, basically. But it doesn't matter because I am here and I'm ready. You know, I'm ready for whatever journey comes. I haven't seen my girlfriend in 5 months, like in person. That's fucking weird. But yeah, it's just like a lot of interesting things are happening in my brain right now. For example, and this is a very, very serious thing. I seriously I've considered for a long time to buy a samurai sword. I'm obsessed with that culture, and I've always been curious. I've always wanted a samurai sword. And last night I ended up doing some research on samurai swords, and I'm going to show you the one that really caught my eye. As you see right here, scroll down, it gets a little bit closer to those images. It looks pretty fucking gnarly, if you don't mind me saying. It's also $230. When you start thinking about the price of that, you start thinking $230 for something I'm never going to use. I'm not trained at samurai or anything like that. I'm not that. I'm a nerdy Jewish kid from Miami whose whole family is from Brooklyn. And also, I'm a mess. Like, I have to remind myself to clean because I'm a messy human being. But then again, you look at that fucking sword. You look at these photos of it. It looks so cool. Everything about it. And I even read reviews on this. And I'm damn, that is a gift. But then I told myself, no, I should not own a samurai sword. As much as I want a samurai sword, am I really going to become that 35-year-old with a samurai sword? Will I be that 40-year-old with a samurai sword? Will I be that guy walking around with a samurai sword in his apartment ready to use it? That's a whole nother level of insanity. And it made me start thinking, am I in the middle of I don't want to say midlife crisis because I don't think I'm old enough for midlife crisis and I'm too broke for a midlife crisis, but am I in the beginnings of some form of a midlife crisis because of where my brain's been for the last few months of this whole pandemic? And it makes you wonder, what the fuck am I doing? What am I doing? 5 years ago, I was in the worst depression of my entire life. A lot of people know this. I tried to kill myself on September 10th, 2015. And I'm very happy that I'm still here. I'm not suicidal or anything, but I mean, like, we're in the middle of a fucking pandemic, and I don't need to own a samurai sword. That's where my brain is. I'm a broke actor who's living on $315 a week because of the furlough situation. And my resources are best spent not on a samurai sword. But I really was considering buying me a samurai sword. Like, that's where my brain has gone. I haven't gone to the movies in 5 months. I haven't seen my girlfriend in 6 months. My brain has like lost itself in itself while thinking about so much stuff, while being up about 18 hours a day and doing nothing but being in Zoom calls and watching TV and trying to stay sane. I think the first part of insanity is admitting that you're a little bit crazy, right? I am a little bit crazy. I'm an actor. I'll admit that, a heartbeat. But I think that my talents and my resources are better than using a samurai sword. Although I will admit that was a cool fucking samurai sword. And the price is a lot cheaper than I thought it was going to be. I almost bought like a cheap samurai sword. But I'm like, if I'm buying a samurai sword, I want a really good samurai sword, but not like too much money. I'm a really big fan of those movies, and I want to, whatever. I'm talking so much about samurai swords. Samurai sword. Like when you find yourself talking to yourself at 4 or 7 p.m. With a few people watching, you're just like, I'm sane, right? I'm sane. Please tell me I'm sane. Guys, I swear I'm okay. I know my parents are watching right now. They're probably concerned for me. I am okay. I'm happy to be turning 35. I believe we're past the halfway point in this horrible pandemic situation. Knock on wood. There's wood right there, so I'm knocking on that wood. And hopefully smart things are going to happen soon because we need it. I don't like being in this mask every time I go outside. I wear it because you need to, and I want to be safe and smart, but it's tough, man. It wears on the psyche. So I asked for questions from friends about things. I got one question, and it was a really good question. My friend Nikki Rodriguez asked, as a fellow 25-year-old, anything you would like to say to yourself, tell yourself in order to prepare for the next 10 years? That's such an interesting question because I know my life is very different from Nikki. She's an awesome person. I met her through the sequester community. And hold one second. I am sane. Thank you, Ben. Also, for Ben and for those that are curious, my girlfriend's okay. So that's good. That was a very real concern that happened for a few hours this weekend. Yay, fucking pandemics. Okay. So to answer this question, it's really interesting. So 10 years ago, I was 25 years old. Well, about to be 25 years old. And I would have been in New York for 1 year. I would have been telling myself, don't focus on the crazy women and try to fix them. Focus on yourself. Keep living with the best sense of humor that you can. You're on the right path for what you want. You're going to make some breakthroughs. You're going to be happy or closer to what you think happy is. You probably should quit your job at Madame Tussauds if you're about to quit, but that's okay. You probably should have done that about a year ago. Audition. Be the person you want to be. Don't be so angry at things. Come at things with love. Learn to have a sense of humor about yourself and the fact that you're losing your hair young, quicker. Don't search for the one, but search for the one at that moment. Like with relationships, like don't be so focused on like end goals, but think about the journey, like what steps are in the journey and what you're doing as a person to make that journey better. Yeah. I think thinking of things as the steps and journeys are really important for how my brain is and what to do. and how to handle things, compartmentalize things. And I was training someone so there was part of a Hunger Games, a sequester game on Thursday. And I wanted my people to win, of course. But I said, think of it this way, there's goals. Top goal, win. Bottom goal, just have your internet work. And then don't be first boot. Get past old rounds that have been hang-ups for you. Get past the early pre-jury phase. Get to jury. Make moves. LOS. All that stuff until you get to win. And there's so many ways you can compartmentalize your wins that way and figure out what is a real win and what isn't a real win. And although I'm almost 35 years old and my life is not like a lot of my friends, I'm still happy. I'm happy enough right now. I mean, we're in the middle of a fucking pandemic, and I talked about this in Blockbuster Guy. My life hasn't taken the same journey as many of the people that I know. But this is still my journey, and I'm proud of my journey. And that's half the journey, being proud of what you got and owning what you've got. So that's what I say about that. Yeah, so I'm pretty okay. If anyone else has any questions, I'm going to start wrapping things up. And we have about 4 people watching. I thank you very much for this. Like I said, on Tuesday, tomorrow, we will have our next episode of Mark Meets World, which I just recorded with Rachel Nielsen, one of my favorite guests, my girlfriend. And we talk, and it's her third time on the show. She's great in it. It's really fun. We talked about the Christmas episode of Boy Meets World. And according to 2010 in HuffPost, it was considered the best Christmas episode, which is pretty fucking cool. One of the 10 best Christmas episodes in any TV show. Also, coming on Wednesday, we've got our interview with Matt Dale Cruz, a friend of mine from the sequester community who is incredible. And we're all going to talk about theater and all that stuff. And he's a really good person that makes me very happy to talk to. And I can't wait to talk to him. I think anything else I need to talk about, you can tweet at me at MarkLevy85. I thank you guys for tuning in today. Next Monday, we'll have back to an AMA format like usual. Of course, if you want for Friday, we have our Brant Steele. Still have a lot of spots open for that. I thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 4 p.m. with my pre-taped episode of Mark Meets World.